Sorry everybody, I forgot to put my shoes on today, but I assure you that they are there. At least I hope so, as I have a 10-kilometer hike ahead of me today. I decided to take the cable car up instead of hiking through all the donkey shit on the winding road up. After working on ships and travelling for over 12 years, I have been to over 80 countries, but I have never been to Santorini. The trail begins innocently enough. The narrow streets of Fira give way to a path lined with whitewashed houses and luxurious hotels that you definitely can't afford. As you glance over at the tourists lounging by infinity pools sipping cocktails, you realise they've made smarter life choices than you. I should have, as my parents suggested, got a real job. But here I am, about to walk 10 kilometres uphill in the sun. The views are spectacular, and for a brief moment you're fooled into thinking this was a good idea. You can see why people do the hike, as it is a way to see as much as you can and get away from all the tacky shit in Fira. As you can see, tack has no bounds here. I feel really sad to see these people having these ridiculous photo shoots with the backdrop of the monastery of Agios Nikolaos. Scaros Rock is an ancient fortress turned Instagram backdrop just outside the village of Imerovigli. Don't know if I said that right. If you're feeling extra masochistic, you can climb it, but to be honest, I couldn't really be arsed, as I already had such a long way to go today and I don't think my injured hamstring can hold out. So that town right over there, that's where I'm heading. Hopefully. One thing I noticed about this path is that there's no shade, no refuge, just unrelenting sunshine. So we come up to the north end of the island, walking towards Oya. Crowds have thinned out a bit here, thank God. But yeah, actually there's not many people here at all. I don't know what it's like peak season, but it's pretty nice. It's quiet. Yeah, perfect. You cross the church of the Prophet Elias, a tiny little chapel that may make you consider sending up a prayer. But just keep going, they say. Oya's not far, they lie. But you've committed now and you've already got the sunburn on your neck, so there's no turning back. After the sign for Oya, this part of the trail was particularly challenging because it was uphill, soft ground, no shade. But what kept me going was listening to David Goggins on a podcast screaming about not giving up or being a pussy or something like that. Your legs are absolutely screaming from walking uphill in the dust, your body's burnt and you question yourself that you should have brought more water, or any at all for that matter. Rounded the corner now to Oya. Gotta be honest, this heat and the hike. The elevation of this path is quite tough actually. But another hour left maybe. The picturesque domes of Oya finally come into view and you'd be excited if you had any energy left. Just dropping down into the town now, and I've been walking around 3 hours. I think I'm going to try and get the bus back. I don't fancy a walk back in the sun. I need food as well. But the reward at the end of this epic journey was a jumbo bottle of mythos, a lamb and chicken kebab, and a Greek salad that was absolutely epic. 10 out of 10 for the food. I chilled for a bit, and then to save a few euros I queued for about half hour in the sun for a bus ticket back to Fira. Oh, gotta find the cable car now. I'm absolutely knackered. Bloody hell. After taking the cable car back down, avoiding all the donkey shit again, I jumped on the tender and got back to the ship for a well-deserved nap. See you next time. What a great day. Oh well, back to work.